Is it a matter of numbers? Right, like we talk about all the civilizations, and then they get wiped out, and we start anew, and get wiped out and start anew. And so we start from ground zero. We always have to go wiped back down to ground zero, which again is in all the teaching as well, right? It's like there's Jacob's ladder. Isn't that part of it? It's like, we build to get back up and only get to wipe back down. Because how and what is causing you to build up? Is it the ego? Is it to control? Is it to whatever? And so they were showing like it's a matter of numbers, right? So it's not that they don't give us plenty of chance and time, right? These civilizations that build up and get wiped away so God knows how long. It's like we have plenty of time, but if, I guess, it reaches a certain tipping point of the trajectory of the continuum, like there's plenty of unconditional love supporting all of us, voting for us, cheering for us. Of course, that's always outweighs. That's why there's no never mind. But it's up to us. Do we want to continue on and grow and evolve? And it becomes numbers as far as us, our energy, our devotion, where we're coming from, where our intentions are. We can all get lumped into one where it's the idea of like God stereotyping us, where it's like, it's not like that, but it's like, okay, so here's the human race. This is where they're at. They've now reached that pivotal crossroads, that, time, which we're reaching all the time. We just get more dramatic with it, with our nonsense. But it's like there does always seem to be like comes a point in time where it's like, okay, no, the trajectory, the momentum, the mathematics of it is they will continue rolling this way out of their ego. Wipe them down again. We'll start again. And so we keep getting new tries. And the other way they were showing, again, forgive all this. This is just how they show me. In other words, you have to keep in mind it's Karin, error, human, translating. So what was the other thing you showed me? Oh, they showed me... God, you know how like you're curious about things, right? Like, how did that happen? We didn't have the tools or the technology back then. So it is kind of like, some were able to go on, right? Some who had aligned and reached the correct levels and integrated the correct way and were led by truth. So being led by unconditional love, it's like they're able to hop each wipeout. They don't get wiped to ashes and burned away like the ones who continue to grow from their ego. And so, but they still have to start from the ground zero in hopes to influence and teach others to understand and translate and connect. And so it's like that slow evolution again, right? And, God, I know, but how was it? There was another part they showed. It was kind of like how they've shown how they were showing me before about how it gets imprinted in our DNA. Like when we learn our lessons and when we up level lifetime to lifetime, and they simplified it down to like, say you have 10 lessons to learn, and in 30 lifetimes you were able to learn 2 lessons, and then you finally come back the 31 lifetime at level 3, right? And God knows how long it takes you. You finally integrate all 10. You totally become then a master of it, or you up level, or however you want to say it. And so it's up to your soul, though, each lifetime to have that yearning, that desire, that growth, that evolution. But again, from the truest heart's desire, the wanting to feel good and love life and creation more than the ego, the identity, the bodysuit, the individual. And so, okay, so now that I've explained that, I know, but can you take me back to what you were showing me? They were showing me something like it's kind of like that too, where what do you call that again? They're showing me the ladder again, Jacob's ladder. It's kind of like take it as the 7 steps or the 7 lessons. And so you go up and you do level 1, 2, 3 correctly, but then 4, 5, 6, 7 all shot to hell. So then you get wiped back down to level, what did we say, 3 was good, right? And it's kind of like that. So it's like keep breaking down and repairing, breaking down and repairing, breaking down, repairing. But if you can hear it that way, you can also hear, oh, it's for us. Yes, because it's always for us. He loves us. So it's like, it can seem cruel or harsh conditions or whatever. And it's like, well, time doesn't really exist other in our current here and now bodysuit just to have our ability to have a touchstone and sense of sanity. And so it's like it's just for us to get back to our whole divinity, right? It's like we get blown to smithereens, like the idea of the Big Bang, fragmented everywhere. And then you have to collect yourself back together. And if you do it correctly, not cheating, lying, stealing, thieving, lower energies, envy, jealous, like if you do it from pure intent for the love of you, for the love of your life, for the love of creation, for the love of God, for the love of love, for the love of truth, for the clarity, for that wholeness, for that feeling of floating and bliss, then it's like then one can sustain oneself. And when you put your hand in the cookie jar, when you want to take the cheat, when you want ever, you're going to get slapped. You get knocked back down. Let's try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. And because we're simple humans, we get frustrated with that. We get upset with that. We get angry. We get whatever. And that just keeps us down in that lower state. So until we can get over ourselves and recognize it's for our benefit, and we can start to not only accept that, but start to love that, appreciate that, be grateful for that. Because the more we become grateful and appreciative of that, the more we can see it. Right? We're seeing our shadow. We see our blind spot. We see our weakness. We see our ego. And we can compare the two because now we have felt them both. So now that we have felt that darker side, we have felt how awful it feels to be envious, jealous, angry, bitter. We can recognize it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. And I liked it when you were flowing through me, and it felt light, and it felt blissful, and it felt at peace, and it was okay to allow everybody to be who they are and learn at their own pace, and to not judge them because I am not your God, right? Like it's that idea where we start to grow past that nonsense, those lower energies, those lower thought forms, and we start to feel good again, and we pull ourselves back together, our wholeness, our divinity, our oneness, that we float up, we ascend, we do better, we come from our north node, we can continue to show and prove that we can pass the test. We can grow and evolve for our highest and best, and the highest and best of all, for living a blissful, peaceful life, for the enjoyment and love of it. And it's when we can really grasp these understandings. And again, it's all up to us. And whether we continue on or get blown away again, And so people want to explain that away, justify it away, find ways, that's the ego, to prove it or find scientific evidence of it and all these things. And it's like, it's all explained in the teachings, and it's just a simple mirror. It's just the simple, you either accept yourself, which is the universe, as is, and love it fully and completely, and want to continue to feel good and expand, or you don't. And that's reflected back to you, so that you eventually wipe out by the simple numbers of it, if that's the mass majority. It's that simple. Of course, we complicate it because the universe is so ornate. I'm having a hard time with my words, excuse me. That we can't comprehend it all, although we try to. But when we try to, when we effort from that ego standpoint, we make it so complicated. We make it so ornate. We make it so whatever. When we relax into our knowing and open up, you see the patterns everywhere, and it simplifies it down for us, and we can laugh at ourselves for trying so hard to understand what we cannot. It's just We are funny. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.